Almost a century after the first two, society has forgotten the possible threat of a nuclear Armageddon. The following ad tries to raise awareness about the possibility of this threat.
Hey, bud, how are you?
Good.
How was your day?
Good.
Hey, sweetheart.
Starving.
Yeah, this smells so delicious. Thank you, this is awesome. Yes. How was your day?
National security is not threatened by Iran having one nuclear weapon. Not threatened by Iran having one nuclear weapon.
The author believes the Iran nuclear deal was a mistake and did nothing to prevent Iran from having nuclear bombs. The ad's producer, John Bolton, states in the video description, "Reject the Iran deal. This deal with Iran is a historic mistake. Iran is on its way to nuclear weapons and, as a bonus, they'll do it free of economic sanctions." He wants more oversight of Iranian facilities and more restrictions. Otherwise, he believes Iran will obtain nuclear bombs under the current restrictions and threaten national security. The ad was in 2015, back when the Iran deal was signed. The ad was aired on many news channels, meaning the target audience was concerned citizens of the US. This ad hoped to raise awareness among the constituents to reject this deal and protect national security, which is the author's argument against the deal. This is the exigence of the ad. Now let's talk about the parts. The first part mainly focuses on gaining the viewer's base. It delightfully displays the family. Dad just came home from work, instantly greeted by his young son with a jump, the mother who made dinner for the family, and the daughter seems like she came from school, all with calm music in the background. Everyone is sitting, discussing their day, all while the smile never left any of their faces. This part is an appeal to the viewer's emotions, or the appeal to pathos. By displaying the family in this delightful setting, the ad has successfully attracted empathy from the viewer. Using something else, like depicting the actual city about to be blown, the effect would be weaker because the viewer wouldn't have empathy in such a scenario. The next part takes a dark turn. The delightful family scene gets interrupted by an unexpected explosion that takes everything away in a blink of an eye, then slowly transitions to a conference scene where the speaker says,
Not threatened by Iran having one nuclear weapon.
Then in the final part, the message is displayed on the screen, along with the dark theme created by the visual effects. It takes only one. This is the appeal to the viewer's logic, or the appeal to logos. It is easy for the viewer to agree with the message "it takes only one." Also, dark visual effects, a common thing in political ads, add further to this appeal. This is also an appeal to the viewer's ethics, or the appeal to ethos. By having the conference speaker say
Not threatened by Iran having one nuclear weapon.
and displaying the author's message, which shows his stand on the issue, the viewers now see that the author has a deep intention to protect them and to prevent what they're seeing from happening to them. In my opinion, what's effective in this ad is that the logic and emotion appeals, logos and pathos, work well in tandem, and by relying on the element of surprise, the producer has successfully impacted the listener. Nevertheless, this ad's appeal to ethos is incomplete. It lacks some credibility from the author himself, and the man responsible for the ad, John Bolton, has an enormous legacy that could be referenced in the advertisement to further support his message. This has to do with the fact that the ad only could have been 30 seconds for financial reasons, and the choice between cutting credibility versus cutting the actual message is unmistakable. Plus, adding a portion to fulfill the ethos might ruin the surprise element implemented at the beginning of the ad. These are two constraints that made the author less able to have great appeal to ethos. Reviews about this ad without the involvement of political discussion are hard to find, thus it is hard to make conclusions about the ad. Nevertheless, in conclusion of this rhetorical analysis, I would say that this ad is effective overall. This has been a rhetorical analysis by Al-Amri.